Is that 80% cotton? Or is that 20% boyfriend material?
Oh, hell no. I ain't got a boyfriend.
You ain't got a boyfriend? Do you want one?
Yeah?
Yeah, okay. Why you keep walking away?
I'm scared. How many girls you got tonight?
And women get rejected more when it comes to like a commitment.
Yeah.
So we just get rejected once you get to know us, which I think is way worse.
That's way worse. We just get rejected once we've poured our hearts and souls into them.
We crushed our hearts.
Oh, these poor guys. She said no when you just cold approached her.
I'm
as
so
a creep. And we get our lives ruined. Cool.
That is
perfect.
True.
He cheated and you're wondering, will I regret leaving? You might regret the relationship ending, the loss of what you hoped it was, the future you imagined, the comfort of having someone. That grief is real. But the act of leaving a situation where you were being deceived while someone else was being pursued, you will never lie awake at 45 wishing you had stayed for more of that. The regret of leaving fades in months. The regret of staying compounds for years.
Men have always been the prize. And I'm going to explain what I'm saying. Women marry who they can. Men marry who they want. You can get offended by the statement, but if you really sit down and you think about it and you be honest with yourself, that is a very valid statement. Also, not only that, but by him saying that he is the prize, that does not make her not a prize, especially with these days, the way that women are raising these young girls. And it's unfortunate, but and also the numbers. I will never let any of your daughters tell my son that he is not the prize. That will never be a thing.
A lot of these modern women are still asking stupid questions like, where the good men, where have they gone? They've gone away from you. When you stop being respectful, when you made it clear, if you were ever even respectful in the first place, when you made it clear that you wasn't going to do nothing for that man said, hey, I ain't got time to waste. Neither do I have money or resources. I'm out.
Go ahead. Keep screaming strong and independent. Meanwhile, men are out here choosing fit, feminine, friendly, and submissive, not combative, masculine, and stubborn. And if you got kids, you're not disqualified, but you are on a harder level. You gotta prove why a man should take care of your situation. He could easily build one from scratch with someone else.
She said it, I didn't. Okay, Miss Kenya Samuels. May the fruit of Islam protect you at all costs. Yes, ma'am. Speak clearly and loudly and profoundly. Thank you, sister.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
As women, we have got to stop saying there are no good men out there, because that is what the patriarchy wants us to believe. It wants us to believe there are no good men out there. So we'll settle for whatever man we can find. We'll settle for fixing him, for saving him, for dealing with him, for settling for him. It is not true that there are no good men out there. There are wonderful men out there. There are evolved men out there. There are men who are ready to fight the patriarchy. There are men who are fighting the patriarchy. There are men who are ready to be in true partnership. There are men that go to therapy. There are men that have evolved. There are wonderful men out there, and they are worth waiting for. Stop perpetuating the patriarchy's line that there's no good men out there, so you might as well settle.
Man, even if we talk about, even if we move money to the side, because a lot of times money's a huge thing. Resources are a huge thing. What if I just say, man, there's time that I've invested into this relationship that I'm not going to get back? Men are checking out based on that fact. We don't even reach the money. I'm looking and I'm saying, man, this woman's probably not going to be worth my time. Unfortunately.
Okay, let me get this straight. So he ignores you now because you told him no, because you told him that you would not give him any money. Honey, I need you to understand something. You just won the lottery. And that's how you should be reacting. You just avoided entangling yourself with a man who does not even deserve to wear the title of being a man because he cannot provide for himself. So much to the point that he had to ask a woman, girl, go throw yourself a party, get your girlfriends together, go celebrate, because you just avoided disaster.
Black men in New York, they're very questionable. Once a black woman gets to the point where they date a white man, it's because she's had it up to here with black men.
I can agree.
So what you mean they questionable though? Then?
Cheaters, I guess because
Bobby don't
of
cheat?
how these,
Billy and Bobby don't cheat.
Billy and Bobby got a bag. I'd rather cry in a Rolls Royce. I don't give a. It is what it
If
is.
he's rich, then you guys will accept.
To an extent.
But it makes it better. We talking about money, right? So she's dated rich black men. And what do rich black men do?
Y'all just said if the white man did it, it was okay.
Because he white, who give a
About the
That's
quality
the
of man.
These modern women don't understand that there have been times in the past that you do something, a man will help you. But now a man is starting to realize you need to take accountability. There has to be consequences for your actions. I'm no longer a fixer. That's your choice. You handle that. And then you come back to the relationship and we'll talk about it. But a lot of modern women, they want a man to just cover everything. Absolutely not.
My husband's working really late tonight, and I made this, and he's about to walk through the door and find me eating it.
What is going on in here? It's a Monday night. This is ridiculous. How many mashed potatoes is this?
I don't know, 2.5 boxes worth of mashed potatoes. Would you like a dino nugget?
Unacceptable.
I saved you some.
Yeah, I'll help you eat it.
Oh. Eat your dino nuggie.
I'm actually pretty proud of you for this. This isn't so bad.
This is one of the best things that I've seen in a while because that woman is just being her goofy self. And even though her husband is being slightly stoic, you can just tell that he loves it. And the bottom line reason for that is because she is happy. Like you can just tell that she is happy because her man worked late and she was not upset at him when he walked in the door. She was just doing her own thing. Tell me I'm wrong, guys.
Women are better suited for, you
tread lightly.
Women are better suited to turn down men.
I absolutely think that's so wrong. We are put in dangerous situations if we turn down men.
You guys have a better developed skill over time to reject men who are trying to sleep with you. Don't argue with me, Allie.
Why? In what way? How? Why? Why do you think that?
What do you mean? Because you have to turn down men every single day of your lives. We're not having women come up to us, no matter how much you want to encourage women to do this. We are not. And this is not even on average. This
So
is
you're
just
easy?
Like,
you're easy?
No, I'm hard. No. No, I'm literally hard right now. No, I shouldn't say that.
I'm sure you are, Eric.
A lot of these modern women be trying to drag the talking stage on. They be trying to drag dating on for 5, 6, 7 months. Some of these women out here be allowing these men will let a man date. Now, he need to cut it off because he wasting his money. But let these women be in control. Oh, well, we're just dating and things are going slow and we're taking it easy and all that other stuff. They want you to spend all your money on them. And they won't even buy you a candy bar, dude.
You've been married for decades, and I'm going to give you a scenario. You're in the ocean on a boat. It's just you, your wife, your only young child. Your wife and your child get thrown into the water. They're knocked out. You can only save one. The other will. Who are you saving?
I'm saving my wife for sure.
So if it was me, you won't let me.
I would hope maybe I can come back and look for you, but I'm saving my wife.
Okay, break it down, please. Because everybody keeps saying to me, Sarah, you ain't never had kids, so you don't know the real answer. I said my husband. Why do you say mom?
Well, because the fact of the matter is, I can have more kids, thankfully, but I can never have a queen, another wife, another life partner, and the woman I love, like your mom. I can never have that in another person, in another person, because there's something special about that one that you truly love, and you will never have that in another person. So she becomes that diamond in the rough, and that's my life partner. That's who God, the Creator, has given me. I honor that, and I know that, yeah, she would be my first priority. And I would try to save the kid too, but she would be my first priority. And that's that.
I'm the same. And I think what I've learned is you just got to be with the same type of person that thinks the way you think. Because for me, order of family is God, my spouse, my children, everybody else.
For a lot of these men, they go on these dates and they realize that this date is actually kind of sort of a photo shoot. Like he's the content. And once he realizes that, then the date is pretty much done. Y'all are using these men as a way to increase your followers. And the man realizes, oh, you don't really like me. You're just going to put me as content. And there's not really even any spark or connection. And that's when men start to say, oh, you're only using me for a foodie call. You're using me for content.
Make it make sense that you have a male friend. You go to friends for multiple things. If me and you in a relationship, you going to a male friend for something mental, you need him mentally. You going to your male friend for something physically, there's only 5 things you can go to him for. Yeah, make it make sense. You going to him for something emotional, something you can't come to your man about, you know damn well you ain't going to him for nothing financial. I wish you would bring $1 in my home from another man. So you can't go to him for nothing financial. And then you can't go to him for nothing spiritual. You're not praying with my girl. You're not praying my girl out her. You can't go to him mentally. You can't go to him physically. You can't go to him spiritually. Can't go to him financially, and can't go to him emotionally. What the hell is he there for?
How the partnership works is figuring out, this would be the best way to ask. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, so for you to tell Ellen, if you said when would be a good time to connect, or in the morning, let's look at our schedules and see when would be a good time to connect. And then don't get all appointment about it. You gotta have some ease and life and 5 kids.
Yeah, sometimes the connection I need doesn't need to be a solid 30 minutes together. It's just a moment of looking at each other happily and embracing for a second. You know, and if I don't get that at all throughout the day, I'm feeling like we're roommates. Yes. I'm starting to be, hello. I thought I was like the love of your life. And he's like, what? We're just like doing the stuff we have to do today.
Stair hikes. A version of stair hikes. Dan's like 9 inches taller than I am. And so we do stair hikes. Just stare. You want a stair hike? Yeah. And then I go into position with the quick fix connecting that can happen many times. And then the thing about not feeling like roommates, just hold it for like 2 or 3 seconds longer. Like kiss and put your consciousness awareness in your lips. Talk about keeping the embers going. Which when the embers are going, it feels like you feel like lovers. You're not roommates, you're lovers. I can't remember last time I had sex, but I know we're lovers. Because it's an energy.
It's a hum.
There's that, yeah. It's a hum, it's a spark, and it's taking the time to be present to the other person.
A lot of these modern women upset that men don't show up nowhere. They don't be nowhere. They don't come into women's spaces. They don't come to singles events. Men, are you scared? Are you afraid of women? Are you scared of women? No, I'm not. I'm not. I don't have time for foolishness. I'm scared of wasting time. I'm scared of hearing stupidity today, especially when I had a good workout this morning. Especially since I've been the meal prep for the last week. I'm on a roll. I'm on a positive high, and I don't want no stupidity trying to bring me down.
There are no more good women here in the West. We need to move to find traditional girls. Guys, what a joke. Grow up. As if you're special as a man and deserve any admiration. You're no different than the individuals you make fun of. Please cut out this excuse that there are no good relationships, no good men, no good women here where you live. That's false. There are tons of good women. There are tons of good men here. You're looking at the wrong individuals because you're consuming the wrong things. So leave these degenerate red-pilled YouTubers and dating coaches who just point fingers for a living. Take ownership, look yourself in the mirror, get on monk mode, build yourself up, and allow God to send you a righteous, godly woman. Yes, here in the West. So be more mindful of the content you consume, become based, follow God, and a righteous woman will be sent to you. That, my friends, I promise.
Modern women and all of their foolishness have now worked themselves in a position to where the men who used to pay for dates, plan elaborate dates, that's the man that's now splitting an appetizer with you. And I know you want to call him broke and all that stuff, but it's because men have stopped investing in investing in uncertain outcomes. I'm not sure if she likes me. I don't know if she's just here for the food. Turns out she was. Well, how do I know that? Because she went on Instagram and TikTok and told everybody that's what she was doing.
Men be like, nothing I ever did was good enough. And it's literally just because they've benefited from a system that rewards low effort, and their wives finally stopped praising them for it. For a long time, women were taught to overappreciate very basic participation. Thank you for helping. Thank you for watching your own children. Thank you for doing what you said you were going to do. Do men's bosses tell them, hey buddy, great job, just for showing up to work? No, they get praise when they do something worth getting praise for. A lot of men say that the bar keeps moving, but what's actually happening is women are just done over celebrating low effort, and as a result are getting labeled as ungrateful and impossible to please. Men demand that they can't read our minds, but maybe it's not mind reading that's the issue as much as it is active listening and willing participation. Just a thought.
You know, the men are starting to see, and this is why they're opting out. This is why a lot of men are going their own way. They're starting to see when you go into a lot of these spaces, whether it's a curated space for dating or an event or a space where you just meet them out in public, out in the wild, quote unquote. You know, it's not really something that's a safe space for men. You know, one wrong word, even if I was nervous, men don't really have like a safety net, right? Even if I was nervous, I come out there and say something, and I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. These modern women are crucifying them on the spot.
Why do women leave men?
Men want the woman that'll give them peace.
Yes, men want a woman that's peaceful. That doesn't mean you have no needs. That doesn't mean you're just blind to everything and you just let him do whatever he wants in the relationship necessarily. That means you actually know how to set boundaries with others and you're not constantly bringing drama or chaos into the relationship. That means you don't do the silent treatment. You speak up about what you want and need and make it easier for him. Don't explode on him. You just simply say, hey, I would love for us to try that new restaurant down the street. I would love it if you hugged me more. Whatever it is.
The nice girl, right? The easy girl. But a woman doesn't become difficult for no reason. A woman becomes difficult when she voices her concerns and a man shuts her down, when she tries to be emotional and he calls her too much. A woman can't give you peace until you give her the safety to do so. If a woman leaves a man, know that she gave it everything she had. And she's leaving him because he didn't treat her like the goddess that she knows she is.
And it's so weird to me how it's always, oh, she gave it everything. She tried her best. Yeah, most men try their best too in relationships. And some women really don't. Some are constantly resentful. Some are constantly giving men tests. Some flat out just cheat. And then they still want to say, oh, I was a good girlfriend. No, you weren't. And for some women, it's not about just being emotional. They're upset, so they're crying or whatever. Some women genuinely weaponize their own emotions against him. It's not, I'm feeling really disconnected. Can we talk? Can we maybe go on a date night? Can we do something? It's, you ruined my whole life because you didn't read my mind yesterday. Like, also treat her like the goddess she knows she is. But you want to say you want to have a happy, healthy, equal relationship. A healthy relationship is not worship. It's about mutual respect.
A lot of these modern women, they want a man to hang around in the friend zone, a good man to hang around in the friend zone with them, but then they want to be in a relationship for years. And, well, let me back up. They want to be in what they think is a relationship for years with Chad and Tyrone. Chad and Tyrone say, you gonna be you're gonna be one of my girlfriends. I don't know if you're gonna be the only one, but and about year 5 or 6, when you figure out, oh shoot, he's never gonna propose after you got 2 or 3 babies by him, we all make our own decisions.
You know, someone has asked me, does men regret losing a good woman? No, men doesn't regret losing a good woman immediately, but they regret it eventually. You know, men don't feel the loss when you leave. They feel it when they try to replace you and fail. You know, men just assume I will find someone similar. They only realize you value when they meet the differences. The difference between peace and chaos, softness and noise, effort and entitlement, stability and constant emotional hunger. You know, Regret hits a man very hard when he meets a woman who wants attention, not connection. And suddenly he remembers you gave him both. He doesn't just miss you. He misses the version of himself that only existed when he was with you. The worst regret a man can carry isn't your absence. It's realizing what your presence made possible. So yes, men do regret. Not immediately, but eventually.
Western men are going abroad to find traditional wives. Translation: women here have developed standards. So now we're importing compliance? Cool. Love that for global relations. And I like how they say traditional, as if that doesn't just mean less likely to question me. Women in America have money, opinions, information, and suddenly it's, maybe I'll try a different country. Also, quick question. If you have to leave your entire country to find someone who will tolerate you, is the problem geography or you? And the fantasy is always, she'll be sweet, soft, feminine. Yeah, until she gets Wi-Fi, a group chat, and standards. Because here's the twist. Women everywhere are people, even internationally. And the part that's actually funny, you don't want traditional, you want unexposed. Someone who hasn't learned yet they're allowed to say no. Yet. This isn't about love, it is about control. And you flew across the world to avoid becoming someone a woman with options would choose. Economy class, too.
Stay-at-home moms don't leave good men. Stay-at-home mothers who value being home with their babies and not in the workforce don't just decide to end their marriages and go out and get a job and risk poverty and putting those kids in childcare because their husbands are amazing. They do it because something in that home makes leaving seem appealable.
Guys, do not devalue yourself. If a woman chooses to leave you because she doesn't see your value, that doesn't mean that you start thinking that you are less than. You never think that way. You were lucky and you were blessed to have been left by somebody that doesn't see what you bring to the table. So if you've been left by somebody, or they cheated, or if they've done whatever it is, they've hurt you, you do not go into thinking that you are not deserving. You do not go thinking that you are not worthy. You do not go thinking that another relationship is never going to work out because you have no value in a relationship because the woman you love left you. You do not go that way. The way that you go is sayonara, thank you. I'm going to find somebody that treats me like a king, and the version of me that you have never seen before because you weren't deserving of it, I'm going to give her. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a better man for her because she deserves it, because she saw what I brought to the table and chose to never leave. That's what you do.
I figure if anyone's going to have the answer, it's going to be TikTok. So clearly, us women have been looking in the wrong places. And we would love to know, myself and all my single girlfriends, where are all the single men between the ages of 35 and 45 who are also seeking a relationship? Where are you all hanging out? Like, we would love to know. You know, like, do we need to start going to Home Depot more? Taking some golf lessons? Like, where are you?
The last stage in a failed marriage is this: when either or both parties say, we just inhabit a house. Men, when you are firing on all 8 cylinders, women in general will admire, desire, and conspire to be with you. You will have options and never have a take what you can get mindset. No more low-hanging fruit. Let's just get away from women for a second. Be a man that people want to be around, that people conspire to be around. That's a great life. Men, if you want a woman to belong to you and be in your frame, you have to do the work and be follow-worthy. Then your biggest problem will be, who will I be with this weekend? Versus, oh, here comes another weekend. Getting your together equals having options.
I
1000% hear you. But playing devil's advocate, I've been hearing a lot from men that they think that women take them for granted, women are just using them, etc., etc. They wish women would approach them. I've also heard from everybody, men and women, we're all tired of the dating apps and we need to go out into the wild, if you will, and meet others. As much as I get that your comment was just like a joke, I'm being sincere, and I think below your and others' jaded hearts, myself included, we all wish we could meet somebody out in the wild. We can spoof this TikTok, we can make jokes about it, we can make jokes about my voice, whatever, I don't care. But the reality is we all want to know the answer. There are single women and men on Saturdays during the day. I'm going to take all the responses that I got on that TikTok and I'm going to make a spreadsheet of where the men are. But this one's for you women. Let's help the boys out. Where are we on Saturdays from approximately 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.? I'm at a Pilates or HIIT class, then I'm doing approximately 2 hours of work or errands, and then I'm either getting lunch/brunch with a friend from around 12 to 3 or 4, or watching football in a dive bar and having a couple beers. That's where I am. Where are you?
Okay, this is for all my single girlies in their late 20s, early 30s. Where are we finding men now?
Well, if they're not hiding at home playing video games, doing their hobbies, or hanging out with friends, you might find them at work, you might find them just out in public, but they're not typically making the first move because we asked them not to, so they're respecting our boundaries. And yes, a lot of them are also on dating apps, but you're probably swiping left on them for superficial things, when the reality is he may not have all the physical qualities that you're hoping for. Instead, his personality will be incredible when you get to know him. Or he might not have the best messages because maybe he hasn't been on as many dates. But you overlook these guys for silly reasons, when instead you could go on more dates and get to know some of these guys, and I'm sure you'll find one that you really end up liking. But I'm assuming that's not the answer you wanted to hear, right? You wanted me to answer, oh, there's none left, they're gone, they don't exist, because I would relieve you of putting in extra work into your own dating life. Sorry, that's not how it is.
Opening the car door for you is bare minimum behavior and does not really mean anything. It just means that he's literally opening the car door for you to try to seem chivalrous and nice, but that does not mean that he is like the most amazing guy you've ever dated. And if you're dating a guy that isn't opening doors for you, what the heck is wrong with you? Let me know if you guys want me to go into a video about how to get him to start doing little things like that, like opening the car door for you and like little things, because I've had some practice with this one. The second thing that means absolutely nothing and you're making a big deal about is introducing you to his friends. That means nothing. You have no idea if he introduces every single girl he talks to his friends. You have no idea if his friends are like in on it or know about multiple women that he's dating. That does not mean anything. So stop acting like it's a big deal if he introduces you to all of his friends, because that really doesn't mean anything. And number 3 is he texts you constantly, frequently. That means absolutely nothing, and he may just be using you as a source of entertainment and validation. Let me know if you guys want me to do a part 2, because I have a few other ones.
Hey y'all. So I saw a tweet the other day that said black women are tired of working.
All right, I'm tired of bullshit.
And I felt that in my spirit. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about it for a little bit. So just to give you a little bit of background about me, I have 4 college degrees. 4, including a doctoral degree, which less than 2% of people in the entire world have.
Oh, did you know I don't give a...
And I was raised, I'm in my 40s, and I'm part of that generation of women that were raised to be strong and independent. Somewhere along the way, the strong, independent, and don't need no man part was added in. Now, that's not me.
If she must say such things in order to sleep at night, so be it.
That's not my testimony. I'm a Southern girl. I'm born and raised in the South, so I've never been one of those I don't need no man girls because, you know, family and children were always important to me. However, I digress. My generation, many women in my age range were raised to be strong, independent, professional, highly educated women.
I'll be a lonely old lady with rotting teeth and a chocolate mustache.
No, you're not.
And most of my circle.
How would y'all have went about the situation? Would y'all have clipped her wings right there? Honestly, because honestly speaking,
I like that.
I didn't leave. Honestly speaking, I did not leave.
You should have.
Wait, what? Yeah, I put up with her shit for like probably like another year after that, bro. But I just gave the same energy she gave because she was a cheater, but she was a great partner. She was, you know, she was a cheater.
Let me tell you something.
Great partner. No. Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, God.
Once you get that thing up, you're done. You're done. That's it. Once a woman lets another man conquer her, she is finished. She's for the streets. Because, you know, a lot of women don't want to accept that they cannot do what the man can do. Absolutely not. As unfair as it is, that's just how it go. What is it that I say? A key that can be unlocked with any key is useless. A key that can open any lock is powerful. Mm-hmm. As much women as say, oh, I got my get back, that is not a get back, that is not a flex. And the only person that you're hurting is your father. That's not a flex. Women cannot do what men can do. Once a woman cheats, that is consent. Cheating is not the same for women that it is for men. And the sooner women realize that, the better the world will be.
Yeah, sir.
If you are a single guy, especially in New York City, this message is for you. The most attractive thing you can do when you see a girl that you think is cute in person out in the wild is to confidently go up to her and ask to buy her a drink and ask her out. It sounds so simple, but you would be surprised the amount of girls who have told me that they have never been approached by a guy at a bar or out in the wild in their life. Some of the most stunning, gorgeous girls, you would see them on Instagram and be like, these girls have 100 guys in their DMs. And honestly, they might. But in person, guys don't approach them. And as a girl, there is nothing more attractive than having a guy come up to you, clearly be interested in you, and then know what he wants and ask you out. You are going to get rejected way less doing that in person than you are on any type of dating app. And so many girls say that the guy that they're dating, they don't think they would have ever matched with on a dating app, but seeing them in person, being asked out in person, seeing their confidence, whatever they said to them as their like opening line, really got the girl, and now they're dating. Going to get more of the people that you're attracted to and want to go out with, asking them out in person when you see them, than you are on any type of dating app. The only internet approach that I do think you can still be confident and attractive in is sliding into the DMs. But the right way to do that is you follow the girl, she accepts your follow request, or if she's public, you just have to go for it. And you immediately then send a message asking her out.
If you are a man over 30, I'm pretty sure you have seen this before. But this was the first time I encountered it, and I was completely taken aback. I made a video saying no one will give you better advice than a man who sees you as his wife. So my friend who's in her 30s and don't typically watch my videos, somehow she watched that one. And she called me to tell me she didn't like it. Not because of the message, but because of one word, correction. She said the word correction made her feel like a child, that no man should correct her. He should advise her. Help me understand where you're coming from. What do you think correction is? And I kid you not, we spent about 20 minutes going back and forth. Definitions, explanations, examples, tone, the whole shebang. And at the end of the conversation, after all of that back and forth and explanation, she still said the same thing. The message is good, just not the word. She told me I had to fix the word. And that's when it clicked. I said to her, do you realize what you just did? You manipulated the conversation. You took a message about guidance and growth, and you turned it into a debate about a word. Now the focus isn't on the merits of the message. The focus is now on how the message made you feel.
I think we're really losing recipes around this. And the reason why I say that is because men act like they are so scared to talk to women. I have never been in a generation that act like they are so scared to talk to women. And y'all, because when we talk talk to women. They either want to record and make videos or they just loud and embarrassed. Okay, be mindful of the type of women you want to walk up to. Just like you don't approach a woman. Just like I tell women, don't talk to a man. There's a difference, and y'all need to learn that. But fellas, here's the thing. Say you see a woman, you out somewhere, say you're in Walmart, and you see a lady, and you see her, and you kind of, throw that real quick, hey, how you doing? And she responds back with a, okay, boy, that go to her. Because this whole creepy staring at women situation, this is creepy. And then once you stare at us too long, and you still looking, we looking at you like, okay, this creep. Walk up to her. Let her know, hey, I don't mean to disturb you. If I'm disturbing you, please let me know. Then I'll go ahead and walk away. But I don't want to be a bother. Can I have some of your time? And if she, oh, you're not disturbing me. Yeah, you have some of my time. What's up? If she says that, you in there. Get the game going. If she like, oh, you're disturbing me, keep walking. The issue is y'all don't know how to take rejection. Now, if she give you, oh, yeah, you're not disturbing me. What's going on? That's when you lay your game down, baby. You lay your best game out there. You seen her from across the room. You thought she looked nice and you wanted to get to know her. Hey, can I give you my number and you call me? Or can I get your number and I call you so we can set something up? Simple. When I say it's that easy, because I'm seeing too many videos of, I seen a man, but he just stared. Like, say something. Say something. Somebody's scared. Women are not that scary.
And a lot of these modern women are upset with men because they stopped being chivalrous. But the fact of the matter is he stopped being chivalrous to you. He stopped messing around with you because he knows you're going to be stupid. So he just goes ahead and does it somewhere else. He's nice to somebody else. He keeps it respectful. He keeps it cordial with you. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing all right. Have a good day. But as far as going above and beyond, well, that's supposed to be bare minimum. That's supposed to be basic. When you don't say thank you, when you don't show appreciation, the little things that you're not showing appreciation over seem to just drift away. Apparently you guys, while reading the room, didn't read that.